Hello, everybody. Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 3. We got the winner bracket round 1 for you today. It's Andrea C versus the Michi. Commentating for us, we have Epic Yoshi and Captain MD13, and tracking our Brigo, Bash, and Fox. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Nothing like yet another good end of the week Majora's Mask Randomizer to cap off what has been really a phenomenal round one of the brackets.
We've had tell me more about it. I've missed a lot.
Oh, there have been so many. There have been such a huge variety in seeds. We had some seeds that were just utter trash recently, and I'm aware that even just within the last 24 hours, there's been some insane stuff going on. Interestingly, a lot of presence of the well as of late. And I will say no more from there for the sake of spoilers.
Interesting.
But Epic Yoshi, what are you hoping to see from our runners today as we're just about to kick things off?
Well, at this point, I'm just going to be a... what's the expression? Repeating record.
A broken record?
Everybody. Broken record. There we go. Maybe not everybody in the chat even knows what a record is, but I'm a broken record player.
Indeed. You know what? I will continue to echo that sentiment as I am also still waiting for a live on-air from my part Pamela Seed. That being said, let the games begin. Now, I did not see what was on the clock tower, but it looks like both runners are taking the same route here, and at least hitting the owl statue first, but Michi is going to go north, and Andrea is going to go pick up the ferry.
And perhaps also go north afterwards.
Alright, we got a Keaton mask in the tree. Excellent timing to get that. No better time to check that than right here in North Clocktown.
Very nice placement.
And chat is saying, or our tracker rather, Brieglebash is saying that there were bomb shoes on the tower.
Okay, so it might be useful later.
Alright, we're going to get our first tingle check of the day, and we have a piece of heart and a cheap gold rupee. So an early gold rupee is nice to know about for later.
Especially if we see an early wallet, that'll be real nice.
Well, Andrea's already found a big chest in Termina Field South Grotto, and it is the Chateau bottle. That's a fantastic spot for that, honestly.
It is.
That's another big chest on the stump. Oh, Cremia has the fire arrows, chat. We have a ranch seed at long last.
Now let's see an early Keg and Goron, so it's not so painful.
And I believe also the first item was an unrequired, but still very nice bottle. So yeah, ranch loaded.
Would be a vanilla bottle too.
Indeed.
French if it doesn't contain milk.
But yeah, I don't think I've seen a Cremia seed ever commentating here, so I'm happy to see it here. What do we got for the quad hints? Butler is dead. Goron Village Way of the Hero. Midnight Meeting is dead. And Swamp Spider House is dead.
Keg on Twin Mold would be pretty nice.
Oh, that would be insane. Alright, so Michi continuing with the observatory opener. I did not see if the hideout chest was gilded or not.
I wasn't even looking.
Alright, so the Chateau bottle is also a good cash injection for any later nights as well. And Andrea is going to accelerate immediately to Room Key. This is a very early time warp.
Good time to do it, though.
Yeah, it helps we shouldn't have to worry too much given Midnight Meeting is dead on that front.
True.
Ooh, Milk Road Foolish. That is an interesting Foolish.
No Gorman race today. Maybe. We might still
Probably
see
not.
one Gorman race, but we probably won't.
Yeah, and we have seen Keaton Quiz as well, and it was just $20, so nothing of importance there. And yep, there's the Choose on the Clock Tower. Alright, Andrea does have the cash to pick up the gold rupee from Tingle should they choose. Alright, the Human Fairy reward is nothing. Although, to be fair, a heart piece does not go amiss in these settings as we are playing with chess size matches contents.
And in those such settings, you're not very likely to get too many hearts because you're going to be skipping most of them.
Indeed.
The early game, you do want to try to get some.
That was an incredibly lucky grab for Keaton for Andrea there. It looked for sure that they were going off the tree.
Yeah, that would have been scary if it was me.
But yeah, Andrea's no doubt going to grab the gold rupee here. May grab the heart piece for insurance, but not necessarily a guarantee. And yep, that's a no. Alright, so far in this opener, we have received intel that Cremia is required and a bottle.
And that's it.
Yeah, this has been a recurring trend in the last couple of days of brackets matches that we've had very, very slow starts. Could you imagine if that Keaton question about what song does Romani teach you was actually randomized based on the song?
Imagine. I kind of still want it to be a thing that we do. Like, optionally.
Well, East Clocktown definitely had some progression. Michi has found a bomb bag in the ledge chest. So, very nice Sphere Zero bomb bag. Definitely not gonna get missed.
Bless your me. I require an early Zora mask to get that early.
Oh my.
Just because I really love gainers.
That's fair. Gainers are pretty cool.
Although I might start just incorporating the peak first instead of die-harding that.
Alright, and the nice thing about Bomb Bag is that we do get access to Honey and Darling as a result, too. Definitely not going to say no to that. Alright, Guru having money, and it looks like this is where everybody's going to make their first deposits of the day. After checking Bomb Shop, of course. That looks important. Maybe. Oh, yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
I almost couldn't tell what it was, but it definitely looked like a unique item. But that is Captain's Hat in the Bomb Shop. You definitely want to see Captain's Hat with explosives on night 1.
Yeah, that is really nice to see. If you get lucky enough, it'll be a full clear of the grave.
Indeed, the only thing stopping us from really full clearing Graveyard at this point now is just Sonata.
Which is where the luck comes into it. You're hoping that the grave has the Sonata.
All right, so
Not hoping so much that you're going to put it off. You're definitely going to go there, even if you don't have Sonata.
Indeed, yeah. With the majority of Graveyard being full clearable, it's too tantalizing to ignore. But yeah, this is definitely looking like a pretty... It looks like this is at least a not... this opener is giving us a clue where to go. And chat brings up a great point, is that we can peek the chest for Kita with CSMC, which is very helpful.
Got some synchronized swordsman school.
Yeah, it seems that for the most part, both runners have kind of converged here in their openers as far as time-gated checks, and the only difference being Andrea taking the time to go check South Termina Field, and that has rewarded them with a bottle. And there's another bomb bag on Sword School. Thanks, game. Here we go again. Here we go again with the early explosives %. This has been recurring lately, too, where it seems bomb bags tend to be placed pretty close to each other.
I would be happy this seed because I would not be screwed over by never checking these lockdown chests.
Alright, so Michi's about to get some of the interesting news of this seed. And this last one was Butler, right? Yes, it was. Andrea acing Postman minigame. So did Michi, to be fair. So both runners having pretty good execution on their openers here. Oh, wow! Boat Archery has got ice arrows. What are these hints today?
Dumpy, give me lights.
The rate we're going to be out of hints to be marked Way of the Hero. Because, yeah, the Way of the Heroes are probably going to spell out the entire rest of the seed at the rate we're going. Either that or we're going to be in a light arrow casino. We'll see.
Pamela light arrows. Let's see it.
I would certainly not say no. I'm sure chat wouldn't either. Here's the thing. As dumb as these hints are... Ooh, Canyon... Oh, Canyon Wath! You might get your wish.
Let's go.
All right. But yeah, again, the nice thing about fire and ice being hinted the way they are is that we know exactly where they are. So there can be no doubts there. Stone Tower Temple is foolish. That's a great foolish.
Sounds like Pamela Lights then.
So yeah, we've got Milk Road Foolish, which it's not an A+ foolish. It just kind of... Milk Road Foolish mainly influences your opener more than anything. And yeah, runners are kind of just playing a bit of Simon Says here at the moment. Both taking very similar openers here. I cannot tell what that chest was on...
I couldn't really make anything out, so it probably isn't gilded.
Probably.
That pillar, just in general, if you can't see anything, usually means it's nothing.
That's fair.
Which is very faulty reasoning to apply, but...
So we are currently still missing a projectile as well. Projectiles would definitely make life a little easier here. That being said, Andrea is going to make the observatory play and check the, be able to check the hideout chest in the event that it is gilded.
I feel like we would have seen Michi go for it if it was something.
I'm not 100%
they have
sure,
had their
but
bomb bag for a while.
That is very true. I'm pretty sure it was wooden, though.
It was on that peak. Definitely wooden.
I'm trying to think what the next play here is. Because Graveyard seems
Definitely
like...
grave.
Michi just did a mild glare at his face camera there. Definitely not too
Really?
happy about that.
Gonna do that game?
I imagine that Chateau is going to be used, if not immediately, then very soon by both runners to immediately get bank 1 here. In fact, I think that is exactly what Michi is doing.
You do want to get bank 1 out of the way as soon as you can. Some seeds really do starve you for rupees, so it's hard, but...
Yeah, and with Milk Road being foolish, that pretty much eliminates an entire area from a very common opening route. So, as we had mentioned before, so it really does... change the early game. I feel like Graveyard is the next stop given the captain's hat, but we may still see someone go south anyway with the bottle.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely want to go grave before that, just because it's a strictly nighttime check.
Very true. Ooh, Blastmass Lady giving us the Mountain Title Deed. A bit of a wonky one to get at this point, because we can't turn that in. Having said that, that could be used for logical toilet paper. We'll see.
Being able to just do a long jump into the inn, I would definitely say we're going to go for it. But time will tell.
Michi is in the right time. Both runners are in the right time of day to check this. They may do so immediately. But it looks like Michi's first stop is to check Bomb's shop for Big Bomb Bag. Try saying that 5 times fast.
It is a lot of bees.
I could not see what that was.
Michi seemed disappointed, so maybe it was something.
Alright, well, we'll get another look on Andrea's side. It is Letter to Mama.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so Michi is gonna use the Chateau Gold Rupees to buy that. After checking Bank 200.
I'm going to speak some wisdom aloud from Fox that I don't fully understand, but Stone Tower Temple Foolish is due to the reduction algorithm, where if Woodfall Temple and Snowhead Temple can be completed at the same time, Stone Tower Temple becomes foolish, I guess.
Well, the other thing is, because we know where Fire and Ice Arrows are, their requirements are far different than that for Stone Tower Temple. I mean, having said that, I'm not familiar with the reduction algorithm, so I can't speak as an expert on that front, but...
I still don't understand what is even meant by that.
Okay, that must be a small chest up there, because I couldn't even see it on Michi's zoom in.
Yeah, I did not. I was looking and I did not see it.
But yeah, as expected, Michi is going to check Graveyard, and yeah, I think this is the better place to be right now. Just because of Bombs and Captain's Hat alone. Ocean Spider House is a not required couples mass. That is a great hint.
Oh.
Because, yeah, there's not a whole lot keeping Ocean Spider House out of logic right now. Just a hookshot and a bow. And the bow is even just for the chest in the back. So yeah, it looks like we've gotten a good hint pool. Looks like the hints I am missing are a Wath, a Foolish, a Sometimes, and Dampe. So there's still some hints missing. Although, with Milk Road Foolish, going to the ranch is a bit of a tough sell without Keg and Goron.
Which one is our other Sometimes? I have Midnight Meeting.
We don't have another Sometimes yet.
Okay.
We're still running on the one. So Fox further clarifying the scenario here. Because Ice Arrow is on Boat Archery, the Blue Warp song doesn't matter for the Foolish if both Woodfall Temple and Snowhead Temple can be completed as the first logical dungeons. Because, yeah, that's items behind Blue Warp do definitely make things a little more interesting.
Yep.
And
interesting is a good word for it.
And Kita is a wooden chest, so nothing of importance here.
So if we don't get Sonata here, we don't mind.
Not a bad bat room from Michi. And it's a gilded chest.
Deku Mask?
Not quite. Michi very surprised by that find, because the nice thing about Zora Mask, it is projectiles.
It is.
Alright, so that puts a few things in logic. That puts Bombers into play, that puts Swamp Tingle into logic. Does that do anything? It puts Pirate's Fortress Exterior into logic.
True.
There's a bunch we can do in Coast now. And the song is New Wave Bossa Nova. You know what that just put into logic? Gossip Stones.
Nice. From the same location, you got both of them. Yep.
Ooh, and Andrea took a Iron Knuckle axe to the face. Oh, and they're busting out of Grave.
Ooh.
They did not pick up the Zora Mask. Oh my. Maybe...
Going west makes it sure seem like they got Zora Mask, but nope. Okay, we're just leaving west.
Yeah, I kind of understand the hesitation here because of the low health and wanting to finish up the Termina field opener. But even still, that's given what we know, that's really unfortunate. Michi, unfortunately, having a bit of a hard time getting through Day 2 Grave. If we're lucky, we will find double defense soon. That's been a pretty common occurrence in these Season 3 seeds, that we at least see double defense relatively early.
Yeah, the fact that we're on Kokiru's sword does not help things for Iron Knuckles.
Absolutely not. This is a big chest, and that is the hook shot.
Ooh.
And that was in the, that was in the South Termina Field Grassy Grotto.
That was in the Pihat Grotto.
The Pihat Grotto, yeah, that one.
Which is a grassy grotto. You are right about that. Our identifying factor here is the Pihat.
Oh, jeez, that puts eggs in play. Ew. Do you really want to do? Do you really want to do one bottle eggs right now? Oh yeah, we established Stumpy was a gilded chest. If you're rooting for Andrea, you want this to be a weapon upgrade, but instead it is Goron Mask.
No, I think you want Goron Mask a little more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully that will convince Andrea in the long run to head back to Icona Graveyard before the end of day 2.
It is a lot nicer to fight as Goron, if you know the strat.
Yeah, the pound strats.
Yeah, going in between pounding and punching.
So we may see a very interesting split in routing. Because Michi picked up Zora Mask, he is more interested in going to Coast, possibly. Alright, this hint reads, West Clocktown Way of the Hero. I do not believe... Oh, we might actually have something that satisfies that in the letter to Mama. Or the Captain's Hat. So, yeah, never mind.
Probably the Captain's Hat.
Yeah, considering that led to New Wave, that makes a lot of sense. And Deku Baba Grotto had a Stone Mask, which Stone Mask before stealth sequences you love to see. But the tree in Road to Swamp had a Postman Hat. Okay, so Michi is doing P-Hat Grotto before going to Coast. So he will be rewarded with Hookshot and, by extension, probably Goron Mask. Alright, Swamp Tingle has nothing.
I would say that Stump Chest is very much a first reaction to getting Hookshot, especially while you're out in the field.
And that looked like a rupee on the tourist center.
As a lower execution and therefore risky runner myself, I would absolutely beeline the bay once I see the Zora Mask.
Alright, so Andrea is continuing the south push then and going to Woods of Mystery and can full clear this area no problem, thankfully. Alright, the Milk Road hint reads Canyon Way of the Hero. We knew that already. The other sometimes hint is that Hugo is dead. Hugo has been a pretty common sometimes hint I've noticed. Am I the only one? BTW, nice bow in day 2 woods.
Definitely like to see it.
Oh wow, that is a weird spot for that given what we have. Because again, Coast is very tantalizing. Coast and PF are very tantalizing right now.
One bottle eggs, let's go. We know about, well, we still can't access the bottle that Romany has, though.
Yeah.
We know about a second bottle, but we can't use it.
Well, Michi purchased a red potion here, so that signals to me that he's going in the same direction here. So, yeah, we're gonna see Michi pick up the, we're gonna see Michi pick up bow as well. After setting up bombers. Alright, let's see where Andrea decides to take this. Okay, gonna check the witch reward. And yep, we're gonna see what... Oh, a sword upgrade. Yeah, that... Hopefully that is a signal to Andrea to immediately beeline it back to Graveyard.
I've never seen somebody soar out of this, but it makes sense that by the same way that you can leave the door, you can pull the ocarina.
Oh, that's true, because, yeah, Andrea had skipped the boat ride.
Yep. I like that our runners are doing 2 different means of checking this transformation fairy.
Yeah, both runners definitely making sure to be thorough with their sort of off the beaten path checks here. But let's see where Andrea takes this. It looks like they're interested in going north, possibly to check the village Wath. Oh yeah, Goron Village is the Wath. Yeah, there's a lot you can check in Goron Village right now.
And they're approaching with a mostly full wallet, so that'll be good.
Never punished. Michi just got bow out of Honey and Darling.
That's a nice second bow there.
Ooh, there's our final foolish as well. Pirate's Fortress Interior.
Honestly, that's pretty nice to see.
That is a great... Our foolishes today are pretty solid. Which is unfortunately going to make eggs a very hard sell.
True. You'll just rush your sewers and your exterior and get out. Until you know you gotta do eggs. Or don't have a choice.
Pretty much. Alright, so it looks like Jim only had 50 bucks. It's a shame there's not a button that says that name. In this game, at least.
Ooh.
Remember that letter to Mama we picked up earlier? Or saw earlier, rather? If we find a cafe's mask.
That'll be really good if we find a cafe's mask, honestly. Like, when you have letter to Mama, it's nice to see that mask early.
Indeed. And to clarify with chat, Razor Sword does not break in the randomizer. On top of that, chat also points out we get the 2 purchases in the milk bar as well. One of which is locked by a wallet, so we might need a wallet this seed, we'll see. That being said, we're pretty much out of hints besides Dampe. Oh! That's alarming. That would be a lens on Goron Shop.
Guess we're gonna see Shiro real soon. Maybe even
Probably.
Darmani. Depending on what the baby has for us, we might also see Darmani.
Yeah, of interest though, we still have not found magic power.
Oh, true.
And it is Sonata on the baby. Okay. So... we know Sonata would eventually get us into, we know Sonata will eventually get us into Woodfall Temple, which leads to Ice Arrows off Boat Archery. Yeah, this Goron Village Wath has suddenly become quite a pickle. Because it's either... That's a wallet locked by a wallet! Here we go, chat. Here we go.
If the wallet-locked wallet is what's what, that'll be great.
Oh, that would be insane. Like, it's pretty unlikely given what we know Sonata gives us access to. But that would be so funny. I mean, to be fair, the seed has already spelt out a good half of the progression, just on the always hints alone. Yeah, that's
a lot of the way there at this point. Starting to wonder where that keg's gonna be, though.
Yeah, the keg right now being the big question mark. Because how can we keep ourselves busy right now?
Our night 3 checks?
Yeah, our night 3 checks and eggs. And a lot of other stuff in Pirate's Fortress interior. Not
Yeah,
interior,
well,
exterior, and sewers for
exterior.
that matter. Unfortunately, Andrea has to go back for Zora, is the only problem.
Which I hope they entertain themselves with soon. Well, no, they won't. It's final day.
Indeed. Looks like Central Pillar is a wood chest.
Oh, true. They went there that cycle, so they can just walk back whenever.
That's pretty nice. Alright, we got a Swamp Archery check. Ooh, is that a big chest or a small chest? I can't tell.
I think it's big.
I think it might be big too.
It's hard because you're a Goron with this camera angle, so things always look smaller than they are.
Wow, that was a fantastic maze for Andrea, by the way.
It was.
And worth, that is a Garo mask.
Let's see what that canyon wath is, baby.
So yeah, to clarify, the Canyon Wath can point to Pohut, Pamela, Ocean Title Deed Turn-In, and the check behind it. Or Shrine Grotto. I think those are the only checks in Canyon.
Shrine Grotto being the most probable, which is going to be fun because Andrea is just going to human swim there.
Oh my. Welcome Raiders coming in from Revan. You are joining us in the middle of what has been a pretty exciting race here in Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 3 brackets. Our hints have told us quite a lot today. We've got fire arrows on Cremia and ice arrows on boat archery. And it looks like Michi bought the big money off Tingle. Panchrock Grotto had a gilded sword too, so now this is definitely, at least I'm hoping that this is definitely pushing Andrea in the right direction towards Graveyard. Yeah, this is definitely Graveyard. This is going to work out in their favor big time. So yeah, to bring chat up to speed, if you're just coming in, especially from Revan's stream, we have Zora Mask in the Day 1 grave. Unfortunately, Andrea took a KO to the Iron Knuckle and did not... or sorry, it was in the day... yeah, it was in the Day 1 grave. Unfortunately, Andrea took a KO to the Iron Knuckle and decided to bail, because at the time they were only on Kokiri's sword. But I'm sure they're going to be very happy to see A, New Wave, and B, Zora Mask.
Okay, that's not how I would prefer to do that last bit, but okay. I guess it worked out. The spacing's just right.
To this, I always say, if it works, it works.
If I die of a panic attack in the process, it still worked.
And thankfully, Michi checking the south here is going to give Andrea the time they require to get Zora Mask and kind of catch up here. And afterward, they're going to be on pretty even footing here, with the exception of Michi not having that Garo Mask.
I already forget where we found it, actually.
It was on Swamp not Swamp Archery, Town Archery, no, wait. No, go on chess minigame. I was like, it's in East Clocktown somewhere. Just gotta nail it down. Whoops! Missed it by that much, as Steve Carell said.
Dude was a little bit of a slow start that turned into like a medium fast start.
Yeah, it really sped up with the graveyard, I would say. Graveyard and finishing the South Termina field clear. But yeah, this, oh, we could have Deku Mask in Iconic Canyon. Who wants to see that? Show of hands.
I'm gonna say not me.
So yeah, it's, we also are still... We still can't really do anything with that Sonata we got from Way of the Hero Goron Village yet. We're still waiting on Deku so we can get into Woodfall Temple. Although once we do, that'll let us get ice arrows off of Boat Archery, and then that makes Canyon wide open. I could not see what that was. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't.
I did see, though, that we have FD on Postman's hat, which is a pretty nice find before dungeons for sure.
I feel like we saw Postman's hat like a bit ago now.
It's been a while since... It was a while since Andrea picked it up. It was in the tree in Road to Swamp.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so that's also our second West Clocktown Wath hint in Lower Canyon, so... Again, the only hint we are currently missing is Dampe, which we could do if we had the hint for it. Okay, this maze not being nearly as generous to Michi as it was to Andrea. And I'm not... Yeah, I knew that. I had a feeling that wasn't going to work. Oh, not... Oh, the insult.
Ah. Oh, no, maybe? No.
You had to go all the way out and around. That is a terrible maze. That looked like a corner to center.
Michi literally in jail.
That kind of is what it looked like.
I'm glad that this is formally illegal to cheat.
It's not like the clerk can see what you're doing behind all those walls.
I can't remember if back in like season 1 days it was that it was banned or that it just wasn't formally allowed. Because there was really no way to tell the difference between whether you did it by accident or you meant to do it.
Yeah, Michi's just having even more trouble and only has enough money for one more shot at this. Andrea also just definitely shot the happy couple twice.
They'll be fine. They live in Canada.
And that is Andrea's second bow. That was almost the best maze ever.
It's not even that Michi doesn't know the clip. The formation doesn't really let him do it.
And this is some of the
blocks
most...
are just right to not let him do it.
This is also some of the most... What are these mazes?
Let him free. Please. Oh, that's a
there
nice,
we go.
Disgusting back alley to end it off.
Good grief. That was some of the worst chess minigame mazes I have ever... Michi giving the thumbs up, though.
Yeah, the thumbs up, at least it was worth the struggle.
Indeed. Alright, so it looks like Andre is going to pick up Letter to Mama here. Definitely no better time like the present to just get Postman's freedom out of the way.
And we'll find out what Madame Aroma at the bar has later.
Unfortunately.
Unless Postman Freedom has Cafe as mask. Has that ever happened to anybody?
I don't think I've witnessed it, but I'm sure it's happened.
Is that like even allowed?
I'm pretty sure it's allowed. So yeah, Andrea's letting the timer run out while checking all the Zora checks in the meantime. That's a wooden. And yeah, Andrea's gonna kill some time with Coast and Cape probably. At least Labfish. And I recall this being something... Oh yeah, Stone Mask. Unfortunately, Michi has not yet picked up the lens, so can't turn that red potion in for Shiro.
And as we discussed earlier, neither of them have magic, so...
Right.
It wouldn't matter. You caught me the first time, I catch you the second time.
That's fair. The wheel has come full circle. Alright. Coast Grotto is a gilded chest. And we are going to see Shrine Grotto. That looks like a small chest. In before it's a milk refill. I would have gotten the fish first. Okay, it's Great Fairy Mask. Ah, it's a big chest. I got bamboozled by the Goron size again. Andrea not grabbing a fish, interestingly.
It always hurts the most. When you like say, okay, I will pick up the fish to do the fish, and then you just don't. Like, why, Brain? I told you to pick up the fish.
Oh dear. Ooh. Andrea, short rupees for Camaro's mask. And I guess Canyon Grotto wasn't important, so... Well, we're gonna see the Poe sisters next. Oh, right, Camaro mask is...
Ow.
Right, West Clock. Wait. I'm having a brain fart. Why is Camaro Mask foolish?
The implication from chat I'm getting is it's because West Town is wrong, but that confuses me. Oh.
Who put Letter to Cafe in Cape? That has been available since Hookshot. Oops. Oh, because it can be bought in Milk Road, and Milk Road's foolish. Okay, that answers it.
If I would have remembered Milk Road is full, I feel like I tried to like back check the tingle, and my brain still didn't tell me Milk Road.
It's not that I didn't know Milk Road is foolish; it's that I didn't realize Great Bay and Milk Road are the two maps that Tingle has here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Pohut is not the answer either. So we're down to Pamela or the Ocean Title Deed checks. Have fun trying to figure this one out, chat.
That means we're doing eggs.
Yeah, because our progression's not here. And it ain't in
And possibly one bottle eggs at this point.
And it's not in Cape Grotto either, so... oh, here's a big gilded chest.
Heh.
Room key. Perfect. Go check that in with staff room.
And toilet hand. We have 2 pieces of toilet paper at our disposal.
Yeah, assuming Andrea didn't already turn in Mountain Title Deed, which we could do now.
Oh yeah, we can, huh? So just the one, which Andrea does have.
Well, we found the keg.
There it is.
And the last bow. Okay, yeah, Andrea's definitely going to want to grab that. Actually, Andrea could wait to grab that until next cycle. Hopefully grab some extra cash before leaving.
So, Pamela Deku
Maybe. That's a Moon's
Although,
tier.
do we have song room for that, even?
Well, we would be able to clear a dungeon if we get
Eggs and
Deku.
Raj could get us our healing and storms. I just
Yeah.
am wondering if we have the free song space to get both those songs, but I think we do.
Alright, so that Moon's tier is in logic. We should wait, no, that's behind Deku Mask. So that Moon's tier is not in logic. Oh, Dampé's dead. Okay, hints are all clear. There's double
The
defense.
double defense we wanted earlier. Yeah, definitely rush aliens.
Yeah, just because the amount of time it takes to get aliens moving is so long, and you don't even have to technically start working aliens until like 3:20 a.m. at the latest. Any later, and then you start having problems.
Then you got to do bar and shot, which I don't think is legal. We may have legalized it. I don't remember.
I think bar and shot is legal, but I do remember last time I commentated a race where aliens was required. I don't remember who it was, but they ran out of ammo while attempting it, and the alien got away.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest pain you can endure. Aside from a moon crash. Which none of our runners do.
Alright, staff room is dead.
Michi unfortunately not having that room key, so we won't see that yet.
Postman's Freedom is dead.
Andrea will be shortly behind Michi, being able to check both of them.
Yeah, and Andrea just crossed into Final Lives. Oh, right, Andrea has Letter to Cafe.
Yep.
Why not just use that for toilet paper this cycle? So yeah, this second cycle is going to be very busy for Andrea at the moment because nice blast mask. Ooh, Michi is attempting to get gossips out of the way. This has been in logic for a very long time, so this is not a bad idea. But, yeah, given what we know, it would seem the more prudent course of action to get into second cycle soon. Do aliens, check Letter to Cafe, do all that in one fell swoop.
Yeah, it is nice to put Letter to Cafe checking in with Cremia.
Oh, no. That's a land title. That was a land title deed. Ambiguous.
We don't need it.
Ambiguous.
We definitely don't need it.
Ambiguous Giant's wallet item. You love to see it, chat.
Definitely won't be seeing that until at least the third cycle for Andrea. Maybe it'll take Michi a while to see the Letter to Cafe, and they'll do it their second, but We'll see.
I would also like to point out that there is also a wallet in a Woth location locked behind a wallet on on Goron Village Scrub.
And that is on the back of our minds today.
All right, so Andrea's getting $50. Oh, you know what? You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna buy the rupee in the shop to get the extra cash, so that way they don't have to break the bank too hard here to grab keg.
I'm just coming to the realization that both the Giants wallet checks are West Clock Town specific.
Mm-hmm.
That's so... Like, it's wild that it's both of them.
So yeah, what Andrea's gonna do here is pick up the rupee, because that's 20. And yeah, that's gonna give them enough money for keg. And there you go, money saved. As much as the Watts may already be satisfied with West Clocktown just having Captain's Hat for New Wave and Goron Village having Sonata to ice, can Way of the Heroes lead to always checks? I always forget. I know the sometimes no, but the always I always get mixed up.
I can't tell you.
I'm sure our experts in chat can verify for us. And Gossip Stones is a silver.
Definitely wasn't worth it. We haven't seen either the Mask of Truth or Bremen Mask, have we?
We have not. And after we find out what Romani does have, I'm going to need to step away for a couple of minutes.
I got you covered. We won't get up to any antics while you're gone.
Are you sure? The seed has a tendency to do crazy things. I'm not worried about you or Chad. I'm worried about the seed.
That's fair.
All right, Romani. Do you have a non-dungeon song? Yes! Yes, you do!
Oh, let's go.
And on that note, I will be back in 2 minutes.
It looks like we'll need Mirror Shield today. Oh yeah, Darmody is a better move that we can't yet make because we don't have magic. Where is that magic? I guess maybe Kamaro's gonna have it. Mikao could also have it. I'm sure Michi knows, but maybe going for that 100% mass completion. What are we? I'm scared when Fox is scared. Or confused. My runner is doing something dumb. Ah. Yeah. There's really not many choices Andrea has other than going for that aliens. And slotting in the letter to cafe, which we have no reason to not do double time for. Michi may do beavers. Please use the circus leader's mask. You know what? You're so right. Yeah, I'm not sure why Andrea has not played Song of Double Time yet, but I would have to agree with all of chat that it should happen. Oh, there it is. Waiting for a grotto? Nope. I can absolutely stand behind double timing inside a grotto. Even if it puts off way more time to actually walk to a grotto than you get with the cutscene, I still absolutely stand by it.
Right. What I missed.
Not a whole lot, really. We checked out Macau. We got healing off of, you know that, though.
Yeah.
Ranch.
Alright, so Michi's about to discover Keg at really not a moment too soon, to be honest.
Pretty much the best moment for him to notice.
1 rupee short for the purple.
Oof. I'd say at this point, Michi doesn't bother running north, but we'll see.
Well, we're about to see Pirate's Fortress, which... Oh, Michi's emulator threw a hissy fit there. What is that? Is that a milk refill up there?
Maybe. It looked gray or white.
It looked spherical. And to answer your question, chat, both spider houses have unrelated rewards. Swamp Spider House is not required. Ocean Spider House reward is unrequired couples mask. Having said that, we don't know about the chest in the back. Which is in logic at this point with Bow, Captains, and Hook. I don't think you need fire to get back there.
No, you don't need fire to get back to the chest in the spider house.
Didn't think so. Alright, Mountain Title Deed turn-in is money. Alright, what is this? Oh, it's the gold dust bottle. Of course, there's always a gold dust bottle when you have to do eggs.
Always.
At least it's before getting the eggs.
True.
I mean, at this point, that's really just a mild inconvenience considering how early that bottle is. And it looks like Andrea's just going to quickly wrap up town archery real quick before the clock runs out.
Yeah, at this point, we just have to run the clock. We're pretty much just sitting on aliens.
Aliens and Cremia, and for all we know, it could very well be storms on on eggs, at which point we would be bottlenecked into Pamela.
That's what I've been hoping for.
That would be the most insane Pamela I've ever seen. I know we've seen light arrows on Pamela near the first of the year, but Deku Mask on Pamela would be insane.
Yeah, it would.
Now, let's do some thinking for a second here. If Pamela is...
Something.
Oh yeah, Pamela's locked by Deku Mask because Ice Arrows. So it can't be Deku Mask it can't be Deku Mask on Pamela. Okay, yeah, so... If Pamela has lights, that means we also need Mirror Shield. Because we need all songs. So... That would put... Assuming our other 2 Watts, our Village and West Clocktown Watts, did get burned already, and it's lights on Pamela, we're going to be going on a Mirror Shield casino if that is the case. That could be a little rough.
Or Adult Wallet. What's the feasibility of Adult Wallet?
It's possible. Unlikely, but it's possible. I would like to see that.
I would love to see that.
Alright, so Michi has gone into second cycle, has the keg purchase under his belt, so we'll pick it up here in Clocktown. But yeah, right now I would say Andrea's just ahead of the bandwagon just because of time of day. And is going to do gossips while waiting out the clock for aliens. Oh yeah, that's a good point. We still don't have magic. Where's magic?
We still don't have magic. Magic's got to be somewhere pre-Pamela, though.
It does, yes. If I really had to hazard a guess, I think the most likely spot for magic would probably be Woodfall Temple. If not in just chilling in Pirate's Fortress somewhere. Because, yeah, we still haven't seen Pirate's Fortress, have we? I don't think so.
We haven't. We only went up to the ledge. Yeah, I'd say by the time we actually reach Aliens, Cremia, it'll be pretty even.
Very true.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised if that's exactly where Michi's gonna go, though.
To Pirate's Fortress?
Pirate's Fortress, maybe even Pinnacle Rock, depending on what time availability there is.
Yeah, because Michi has a lot of, or hasn't set the cycle yet, so... Or set it tonight yet, so... Michi does definitely have the time he needs.
But I'm sure immediately afterwards of the game, we'll see a double time. Pinnacle Rock without magic is pretty rough, but I'd do it in this scenario. You're just killing time anyways.
Indeed. Alright, Andrea has returned to South Clocktown. Is going to check the milk bar purchases. Wouldn't it be great if Deku Mask was on the milk bar?
The 200? Specifically?
Oh no, even better if it was on the 20, and then you could do sound check immediately.
Ooh, yep.
Vanilla Chateau.
It took me a second. I'm like, what happened? These don't look randomized at all.
You love to see it, chat. Ooh, looks like Michi having a bit of a logic hiccup and forgetting that this is foolish.
And like, this is definitely a check you want to not do if you know not to. It's like a solid half of a minute just sitting here. It is a nice water break, though, or
Indeed.
whatever it is Michi's drinking, which isn't water. I
Looks
can
like a
assure
soda.
chat that much.
This will be disgusting if this actually is a ambiguous item. Okay, it's great spin. You're not going to say no to that. Foolish
That would
great
have been
spin.
rough for Michi if it was ambiguous.
Alright, so Michi might be trying to go for a bank 2 push. Can't see why else he'd be farming cash specifically. Oh no, this is a north play to prep for Goron Shop.
That is
yeah.
always good to remember to do, and I don't remember it enough.
Because yeah, he
Have
hasn't.
money when you approach the shops.
Because yeah, he hasn't been up here yet. Unfortunately, the only thing this is going to get him at the moment is an unusable Sonata and Lens. Alright, Andrea's also picking up that letter to Cafe now. Just gonna combine... Yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a very busy second cycle. Plenty of stuff to keep yourself occupied. Plenty of time-gated checks to make.
This is definitely a seed that benefits people who actually manage their time in a way that they leave long checks to be done in kill time sections like this. Your swamp archery, your swordsman school, your...
Well, unfortunately, Andrea's still ahead of the clock by a considerable margin here, and I think they were just chilling in Icona for a minute here, waiting for something to happen.
Have we seen Pohut yet?
Yes.
Okay.
We have seen Pohut and Shrine Grotto. So, since it's neither of those, the Way of the Hero for Canyon has to be either Pamela or Behind Ocean Title Deed.
Or both. Deed on Pamela.
I'm sorry, what?
Just put the ocean deed on Pamela, it's fine.
Might I ask you to kindly cease?
At that point, it doesn't make any difference at all. Like, okay, let's roll down to the bottom.
Alright, but yeah, Michi is going to grab this lens. And that does put Shiro into play. I
really wish it did. I don't know how many times we're going to have this conversation, but we don't have magic.
Oh, I keep forgetting we can't do Shiro yet.
It's so hard. Like, an hour 12 in, you have magic. You always have magic.
Yeah, this is actually driving me up a wall. So yeah, Andrea is going to start cracking away at eggs. I mean, as much as you hate to do it, it's looking pretty likely this has to be done now. Although it looks like Andrea's only going to get one pass at this before having to bust out and do aliens.
That's fine to only do the Pinnacle Rock side. Can't get all of them out anyways.
There's
there
magic.
You are. This is why I always go Pinnacle Rock magicless if it's open to me.
That is
Sometimes
a terrible
this will
spot.
happen.
That is a terrible spot, regardless.
It's pretty rough.
So yeah, I think what Andrea's going to do here is take out the last eel that's guarding the egg, and then because the eels don't respawn, right?
The eels will always respawn unless you make the seahorse available.
Oh, okay. So what Andrea was doing was checking the chest.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna bust out and do aliens. Because yeah, you definitely don't. At this point, it's a do not miss this check moment, or do not miss this. Because yeah, you know this is hard required, and the last thing you want to have happen is to lose out on fire arrows for a whole cycle.
For sure.
To clarify with chat, Aliens has a bottle, which is perfect because Andrea can then go pick up the last egg. And Cremia has fire arrows.
That does make me wonder why you even bother doing Pinnacle Rock first when you're going to get an egg at Aliens.
Because you can't do anything else in the meantime.
But just do the Pirate Fortress dip first.
Maybe Andrea thought it would take too long?
I mean, maybe, but I don't think it would.
Michi's following a
well,
similar
maybe
route
under
here.
Andrea's time, maybe. Michi has a lot more time to work with.
Indeed.
I mean, it definitely works out with the fact that you got magic, that it's just better.
And yeah, Michi's
So
gonna and I think it's as you mentioned earlier, they are gonna actually be sort of meeting up only a couple of minutes apart here. So as you had mentioned earlier, so really the gap between them has because of these checks shrunk down a little bit.
If Letter to Cafe leads to something, though, that's kind of huge for Andrea.
Indeed. Having said that, Michi does have the time necessary to go to Cape and pick that up should he require, or should he be so inclined.
But I don't think Michi did a run up Cape.
Michi did not do a run up Cape, no. But like I said,
they
Michi
don't know about the letter.
No, he's got time to figure it out though. So we'll see. Although at this point, I'm pretty sure the main focus on his mind is aliens.
Yep.
Like, I know we're speculating on all this crazy...
Oh, we missed it? Okay. Michi does know about the letter.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's on his tracker. So, yeah, he's got time. But that is aliens done for Andrea. Now, which bottle is this? I don't remember if it was empty or milk. It's empty.
I think it was empty, yeah.
Which is perfect, because now you don't have to waste extra time to go get that last egg.
Except you already have.
Alright, so Michi's gonna see the Vanilla Chateau here, probably raise an eyebrow. Kind of.
There was definitely a pause.
Alright, so Andrea, in the meantime, has done something. Picked up double defense, and is accelerating to Night 2 to go ahead and check Cafe.
You do have enough time after Cremia to take care of this, right?
I think you can check any time on Night 2. Yes.
Up to 9 o'clock, and Cremia lets out at about 7 or 8.
Yeah, there's definitely enough time.
But does any time pass between Cremia leaving and being done?
Worst case scenario, Andrea could invert. Yeah,
you would have until 9 to talk to Cafe. There's a kick-out that happens at 9 because changeover.
Fascinating.
Shift change. I think up to this point, the Curiosity Shop guy is working at the trade post, and then trade post takes a break and swaps out with the night guy.
All right,
And
so
they
it
just
is
put
money.
a kick out at both Curiosity Shop and Curiosity Shop back room and trading post.
Michi making a tiny error here that Andrea did not hear and is in ranch. Oh, Michi's taking advantage of this time to go on take a quick snack break or something.
Yeah, Michi has been really good about being healthy this race, just taking breaks. there was one
What is
during Mara
Andrea?
Mask, which
Oh,
was foolish, but
so Andrea's being cheeky here, and it's just going into the Cremia sequence via this.
yeah, well, you certainly don't want to roll all the way around Gorman Track. You can. You have the
Oh,
time.
right, the fence is there if you perform aliens.
Yeah, it's because, and it's that whole thing that Lasso was on about. Like, it's better to do Crimea because if you warp here at night, you got to deal with that.
And with about 22 in-game minutes to spare, Andrea is all set for wagon defense. Also,
Wagon
nice
seat.
aliens music.
Uh-oh.
I do appreciate that the randomizer skips the whole Cremia monologue.
Yeah, most of it.
Don't worry, chat. When Michi gets to this sequence, we'll get to hear all the wah! I don't think sound effects are randomized on Michi's side. But yeah, Andrea is looking down here because once you hit each Gorman brother 3 times, they no longer have the time necessary to destroy all 3 milk cartons, and only one needs to get by.
And as we all know, looking at the ground is a lag reduction strat. We don't all know this, but that is usually why people look down, is because it means that there is less on the screen that the console needs to render, so there's less lag.
Yeah, having, thankfully, a big quiver here does make life really easy.
Yeah, we know all the quivers today.
Ah, yes,
No
we do know
runner
about
has all
Biggest
3
Quiver.
of them.
Neither of them bought the quiver in Zora's shop, is the reason why.
Right.
And that is now only Michi's second bottle. The bottle he is missing is the gold dust bottle. And I don't remember where that was off the top of my head.
That was just before Pirate's Fortress.
Ah, yes. So yeah, Andrea's going to clear the canyon checks, realize the way of the hero is not here, and then that's when the bad time begins. Incoming.
Fox is learning today that neither of our runners here on Restream today have ever had to deal with Cremia and routed inside Letter to Cafe. But in Michi's defense, they couldn't really have done optimal routing because they never delivered the letter beforehand. Which, that is definitely a mistake on Michi's end, because they had all the time beforehand. What else is gonna bottleneck the scene, Tat? Well, it seems like Michi might do us the favor of showing us what beavers have, so not much of a bottleneck for him.
Well, we're about to find out, and yep, that looks like that's where he's going. Unhinted beavers, chat. Here we go.
Our hints today are Hugo and Midnight Meeting. Or sometimes hints, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Our Watts have been Graveyard, Canyon, and West Clockdown with Foolish, Stone Tower Temple, Milk Road, and Pirate's Fortress Interior.
It was Goron Village Canyon in West Clocktown. Graveyard was Wath. Did have some good stuff though, to be fair.
It's written down as GV, which obviously stands for Graveyard, says my brain.
Nah, it's alright. But yeah, no, Graveyard had some good stuff. It had Zoramask, it had New Wave right next to it. Literally the Great Bay Temple care package. More like the Great Bay Temple front door key. Let's just go with that.
Exactly, Voodoo.
The real Great Bay Temple care package is going to be Deku Mask plus ice arrows.
So true. Oh.
Nice recovery
I feel
there.
like I've never seen that one get skipped over. But I guess I don't really do very much with the... What do we call the Zora technique?
Dolphin jumping?
Dolphin diving, that's it. I don't do it that much.
Alright, so Andrea will now double time to Night of the Final Day, get both of the remaining Letter to Cafe checks, and we're going to find out if this is big bait or big money. Probably both.
It's gonna be Adult Wallet.
If it's Wallet, I'm gonna giggle. And I'll laugh if Giant's Wallet actually has progression. Like, could you imagine if land title deed leads to Mirror Shield?
I sure can.
Alright. First item is a heart container. Second item, a bean.
Well, that's dead.
This is a mess, big brother. Andrea has been bean boozled. Wonderful, chat. Wonderful. And with magic in tow, Andrea is picking up a red potion for Shiro. Now, with Michi turning in these eggs here, this is actually going to put him ahead on the eggs progression. Now, having said that, he does still have to do Cremia anyway.
So it's probably still working out to be pretty even.
Indeed. And Michi's about to see the gold dust bottle and actually probably be mildly annoyed.
Probably. Not the worst time to find it.
Alright, so yeah. Bit of a magic shortage, so Andrea's going to get a quick refill here and then go do Shiro.
You know what? I take that back, though. Gold dust, you can just give that to the smithy right now. Or, no. Yes.
Michi
after Cremia.
Yeah, Michi could after Cremia. Because there's just enough time to do it.
I mean, in theory, you could also do it with hot spring water, but why would you?
Exactly. Because, yeah, hot spring water has been in Logic since Lens, and that's been in play for some time now.
isn't in logic.
Alright, nothing on Shiro. Oh, right, and logic since magic, not since lens. Again,
Yep.
not used to late magic. Because, yeah, let's not kid ourselves here. That was I think, the latest magic I've seen this tournament. But, yeah.
We just got the bean off of Letter to Cafe, though. Need a separate one? What?
Alright. Team never buy a shield.
Oh, yeah. But why would that matter? If by the same reasoning we have Toilet Hand not matter.
Nice cafe mask. Time to go do Letter to Mama again, and it's too late to rescue Blast Mask Lady, never mind. Wah wah.
The seat is just full of mild inconveniences, isn't it?
Mild inconvenience, but great comedy. Because, yeah, we already know Midnight Meeting is dead. Alright, so Andrea's blown up the rock to get Keg Trial peeked at. Shirley probably is thinking about eggs, probably trying to hold off on eggs unless something else shows up, which so far nothing else is showing up. Which is getting a little bit concerning. Because, yeah, besides magic, what progression have we found? Besides the obvious stuff we knew from the beginning. Because nothing's immediately coming to mind on my end.
No, not for me either.
Alright, and Keg Trial is dead.
Just take the money anyways. Already did the work. May as well get paid.
Andrea's actually pretty close to Bank 2. So a little more, and they will be able to pick that up.
What are we talking about being able to peek?
The Keg Trial, because Andrea did the entirety of it despite having the ability to peek it and see that it was junk.
I see what you mean.
But yeah, it might be that they're just looking for some extra cash for Bank 2. But yeah, it looks like we've got runners meeting up in Pirate's Fortress now. Andrea's gonna see that cafe mask and probably roll their eyes. Because yeah, this seat has been having a lot of is suddenly having a lot of cycle reset inconvenience. Like, I did say the second cycle was going to be busy, but I wasn't expecting the third cycle to be a pain.
You know, we were saying that Michi's routing was, like, kind of bad with, like, not double timing immediately the Letter to Cafe into Gremia, but I think Michi's plan was just outright to do eggs, so I would say time routing is not that bad.
Yeah, Michi's definitely ironed things out a lot better here. Because, yeah.
Michi is doing the thorough play, which may work out very well.
The other thing is, Andrea still has to go and deposit these 2 eggs for one thing, and then run to PR to grab the third egg there. Michi, on the other hand, has already dropped off the 2 the PR eggs. Was it 2 PR eggs at the time? I think so.
Either way, it doesn't matter at this point if it's 1 or 2.
Oh, no, wait, Michi? Oh, yeah, no, those are the PF.
Yeah,
Those are
his
the
current
PF eggs.
inventory is 2 PF eggs. Yeah, fire arrows isn't really locking too much directly.
Yeah, the only thing it locked was Hot Spring Water, or Keg Trial and Hot Spring Water Grotto. And even then, we just got magic 5 minutes earlier, so... Have we checked
just a hurry up and wait seed today.
Have we checked our money? We have not. Although... Yeah, I'm trying to think at this point. So yeah, our question marks right now are Deku Mask, Light Arrows, and at the rate we're going, likely Mirror Shield.
Pretty likely Mirror Shield, yeah.
And
if it's not Mirror Shield, it's Ocean Deed.
Alright, so Michi arrived for Cafe a little too early here.
Kind of a lot too early.
That's alright, we get to hear Castlevania music as a result.
So true.
The Smash Ultimate remix of this is beautiful, by the way.
All the Smash music is pretty high quality.
That's fair.
And there's a lot of it.
I lost count. Like, what is it? Like 900-ish tracks or something? If you add fanfares? Possibly more with all the DLC.
Last time Sakurai talked about it, it was something on the upper end of the 800s. It's probably higher since that discussion video.
Yeah, I think it's close to 1,000, if not already over. Alright, that being said, Michi is now going to go ahead and get Kremi out of the way, get those fire arrows, and it looks like Andrea is inverting here. Oh yeah, because it's getting a little tight on the clock here. So yeah, they're going to need some more time here to get eggs out of the way, especially since it's 2 PF trips and a PR trip still on the table here.
That's plenty of time.
And yeah, again, that is actually something Chad brings a great point up. We're past 90 minutes now. We have not been able to get into a dungeon, let alone clear one. Well, actually, that's a lie. We can get into GBT. We can do almost everything in GBT. But we still need to get ice arrows off of boat archery to complete it. So we know ice arrows aren't in GBT.
So we would be saying at this point pretty confidently that eggs is going to be our Sonata. We have Sonata. That's not the issue. It's Deku Mask that's holding us back.
Deku Mask is holding us up. So I'm actually not convinced that this is Storms. Given what we know, I'm actually guessing that this is going to be Lullaby. And I say this because Lullaby would give us a full clearable dungeon, and then you put Storms. Because if it's Storms on eggs, we can't do anything with that.
Yeah. And at this point, we have to be able to do something with the song.
Yeah, literally.
We're out of checks.
Exactly.
If eggs is Oath, we have a lot of questions.
Indeed. You're still able to fire your arrows in the cutscene?
Oh, yeah. It's hilarious. You could actively deal damage to the Gorman brothers during that closing cutscene.
Color me shocked.
Although, is it really dealing damage if they can take infinite hits? Probably not.
Nah. Alright, so even though we do have Stone Mask, we do still need to get the egg, and the pirates will notice you unless you clear out the room courtesy of bees.
It may be the first required Cremia of Bracket, if that's even true, but I'm pretty sure there was a required Cremia of Qualls.
If there was, I certainly haven't been around for it, and it's still so rare that I don't think I've seen Cremia even in a weekly this year. Certainly it's a very uncommon requirement, just because of how late it is. Because it's locked behind the same requirements for aliens, basically.
Yep.
And Michi is going for Darmani. So yeah, if Darmani is nothing, I'm banking on Lullaby here in, on eggs. And it's a heart piece. Yeah, we're bottlenecked literally into eggs. Thankfully not one bottle eggs, but we are stuck with eggs.
Nice joke. Bottleneck.
But yeah, I'm like 99% sure this is going to be Lullaby, because that is pretty much the only song that gives us stuff to do. Like, we can't properly use Elegy without being able to clear Woodfall Temple. Storms doesn't help right now. Oath doesn't help us right now. So yeah, I'm 99% sure this is Lullaby.
Yeah, I'd agree with chat. Great Bay Temple is an option.
It is an option. We could possibly see Deku Mask there, in which case then the song can be just about anything. That being said, Michi is going to very conveniently route in this gold dust.
Yeah, no wallet for Smithy 1, but 2 is absolutely on the table. I can't imagine either of our runners going into Great Bay Temple this cycle, though. Oh,
okay. That changes things. Okay, so now eggs can be anything. Because Deku Mask just opened this seed wide open for Michi.
I'm saying, it's the letter to Cafe Bean.
Where was Moon's Tear? It was behind the Ocean Tidal D turn in. Not Ocean, Mountain Tidal D turn in. Wait, yeah, where was the bean? The bean was on... Yeah, the letter to Cafe checks. Yeah, we So I guess you're not expected to use the scare... Oh, no, you can only use the Scarecrow for part of it. You can't use it to skip the bean.
Being in Great Bay Temple, I like that thinking there.
That's probably what we're looking at here. Alright, so Andrea does have to go... Oh, I think Andrea... Did Andrea get the last egg in Pinnacle Rock while I wasn't looking? Probably. And then is going to go get the last egg out of PF and then turn those both in and get the song. Makes sense. And unfortunately, it's too late for Andrea to turn in the gold dust, so this is going to be a cycle reset. Ooh, that's actually very bad news for Andrea, because I don't think there's much incentivizing them to go after that gold dust, especially after they pick up whatever song is back here. Like, if this is Lullaby, it's going to knock them right into Snowhead Temple.
I understand now why the fact that I was getting hung up with, like, once you get one bean, you can get any amount of beans, but that's not true until you have the Deku Mask.
Oh, it just clicked with me too.
Yeah, it took me a while.
I'm sorry, that took a minute. Talk about a first case scenario from my observations. That's a hard piece in Deku Palace. So yeah, we have a Bean of the Hero seed.
This was a bean seed, but we don't know where it is. Which is funny.
Yeah, logically, this is a nightmare. And to clarify with chat, the bean wouldn't be able to be on Pamela because Pamela is Deku locked. There's storms on the monkey. Okay.
Like, what? What is going on?
Oh yeah, and that means we absolutely need Mirror Shield. Yeah, folks, I think we have a casino here. If not for Light Arrows, then for Mirror Shield. Have fun! Alright, so yeah, Michi's just gonna go clear Woodfall Temple, get Ice Arrows off of Boat Archery, and then we'll have to figure this out. But that means this has to be a valuable song on eggs, and again, it's still probably Lullaby. If it's Elegy, then Andrea's not going to be able to do anything with that, yeah, Andrea's probably not going to use that for anything immediately. This is Lullaby. Yep, as predicted. And yep, that is an immediate Song of Time. I still don't think Andrea's going to immediately rush the Gold Dust Bottle. I think with Lullaby in tow, that is an incentive to full clear Snowhead Temple.
I'm getting word from Fox that the Blue Warp song can be Oath.
Yeah,
because I'm not going to go into the implications of that.
Yeah, because
I don't know them.
Because once we get Ice Arrows, we can go to Egos in Logic. So Egos could have Vanilla Elegy. So, yep, Blue Warp can be Oath. Nice extended magic in Woodfall.
Love to see it.
Indeed. And again, you know what the icing on the cake out of all of this is? Once we do get dungeons, we have FD, so bosses are free.
This is true.
And it looks like actually, wait a minute. I'm not sure if Michi drank a Chateau while I wasn't looking. That is a purple rupee on Pat to Snowhead.
Can't imagine they did.
I don't think so either. I thought I saw a flash, but I think it was just the game. Messing with me.
It might have just been the magic filling up from the double.
Probably.
We are now an hour and 47 minutes into this seed, and we have our first entry into a dungeon.
What has happened here?
Many poor things.
I wouldn't even call them...
Many unfortunate things.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it, is just unfortunate things, because both of our runners have been routing this seed, for the most part, pretty well.
Our runners have been doing fantastically. It's the seed.
I agree. And unfortunately for Andrea, it's just the way they've routed things. Unfortunately, it's just leading them away from that Gold Dust Bottle. Now, having said that...
They did receive. They just weren't able to deal with it. I don't think it was final night or something.
It was final day. But on the flip side, we're still looking for stuff. Whoops! On the flip side. So, because we know that the iconic canyon way of the hero has to be either light arrows or mirror shield or something in between that lets us get them. Get one. So after that, it's a complete wild card. So given that we don't know where it is, you might as well full clear your dungeons just to hope that something shows up. Now, having said that, Stone Tower Temple itself is foolish. Ugh, Andrea is having a bad time with this climb.
It's a difficult climb to master.
Indeed.
Even once you do master it, sometimes you just don't win.
Yeah, Great Spin thankfully makes this room a cakewalk. Small chest in Snowhead Temple. Skip. Small chest in Woodfall Temple, too. Oh boy, do we have just empty dungeons again? I mean, granted, we're just on the tip of the iceberg, quite literally in Snowhead Temple's case, but even still. Case in point, there's a big chest.
Don't want to see that. Put
nope,
it back.
That's a Gibdo mask. You really don't want to see that because, yeah, because again, we're in a wildcard hunt for either lights or mirror shield, and those could be anywhere, including the well. Never mind, there's light arrows. Okay, so the way of the Wath for Canyon is mirror shield. Unless we find Ocean Title Deed in here and it's a bean on the Ocean Title Deed turn in.
Man.
That's a very lucky find for Andrea.
Really gonna do me dirty like this? Just rob Pamela from me?
I hope not. I sincerely hope that we do have Mirror Shield on Pamela. That'd be an interesting face for Song of Healing to rip off.
It no longer rips off the face of the father.
Oh, what is this? Adult wallet.
Ooh.
Okay.
My dream of the Pamela wallet is dead.
To clarify this, the kerfuffle with the beans. So the bean is on day 3. And since the bean is on day 3, but the gold dust needs to be turned in on day 2, so you can't turn in the gold dust without cycle resetting. And the other thing is, you can't buy beans until you get Deku Mask. Even if you've got a bean in your
Smithy 2
inventory.
has that Deku Mask.
Yeah. So Deku Mask is locked behind day 2, essentially, while the bean is locked behind day 3. So you would have to cycle reset after getting the bean before getting the gold dust. And because you would have to cycle reset, the Deku Mask is locked behind day 3. So a bean has to show up someplace else to put Deku Mask in logic. Someplace that's not day 3 locked. There's that Ocean Title Deed, BTW.
There's our
wait a
Pamela
minute.
killer.
Wait. That's behind Deku Mask, though. So Ocean Title Deed can't be the way of the hero. It has to be Pamela. It's Pamela for Mirror Shield, folks.
Why can't Ocean Deed just go
Because
to Mirror Shield?
because this is Deku locked. So that means the Ocean Title Deed. Because
Or
again, we're
there's a
still
bean
trying.
somewhere else still.
The bean has to be somewhere else that's not Icona now. Because this Ocean Title Deed is behind the bean.
Okay, I'll buy that. I don't want to think too hard. I'll let you do it.
So
Mirror is on one of them.
well, it's possible that Pamela could be the bean, and the scrub trade could be the mirror shield in that case. Because, yeah, where was Storm? No, wait, Storm's is Deku locked too. So, no, bean can't be on Pamela. Bear with us, chat. We'll figure this out.
And the whole reason we could say any of this at all is because there's exactly 2 beans, right? If there were 3,
Right.
we wouldn't be able to do any of this deduction.
Right. There are exactly
or at least
2
it would
beans
get
in the
very
item pool.
complicated.
Yeah, there are exactly 2 beans in the pool, and it is Elegy on Blue Warp, so Egos has Oath. Mirror Shield for an Oath hunt, folks. Have fun. Although we pretty much know where Mirror Shield is at this point. It's pretty much gotta be on behind either. Yeah, we're looking at Mirror Shield on Pamela. I think that does put Michi in no mode as well. Although having said that, he hasn't picked up light arrows yet. But it's unlikely he's gonna just skip Snowhead Temple at this point. Having said that, lights are very early in Snowhead Temple, so if Michi goes for that soon after.
So we have being able to be in Springtime and Great Bay Temple. Is that what we're left with?
Springtime is an option, yes. Great Bay Temple is an option as well.
And like ultimately us as the runners just don't care at this point once we can get to our go mode.
Indeed.
But all the logic appreciators are like, where? Where's this bean?
Such confusion. Much enjoyment. Oh. Dad Lawson makes a great point. The bean could totally be on Goron Race.
And we won't be finding out if that's true.
Nope. Not unless Michi doesn't do snow... Oh, yeah, because Michi's going to do Snowhead Temple before that, which means he's going to get light arrows.
It's hard to imagine Goron Race happening before light arrows for Michi.
Yeah. After this seed is over, we may have to request whoever rolled this to have the spoiler log ready.
Please, so
Because, yeah, we're so confused here. Also, nice red potion on Bean Daddy.
Thank you, Ricky.
So now the question is, what is Andrea going to do? Because Andrea's going to defeat Goat and get Elegy here. Although thankfully Andrea should be kept away from the area still because no ice arrows. So this should be the clue. This will hopefully be a clue to go check Gold Dust.
And what's their time of day like? Oh, we don't have a clock.
Early. It's
Okay,
early.
good. They got a full wallet though, so they'll be doing Smithy 1. Probably go right into Smithy 2.
That actually might help Andrea in this case, because yeah, it's day 1. Plenty of time to do that, so Andrea may get a lucky bailout here. We'll see.
I wonder
Alright.
if Michi is just going to be like me and just shrug off the shoulders like, that's the bean. Michi probably understands logic significantly better than I do, but I feel like still could make that mistake.
All right, so unfortunately, Andrea is. Oh no, wait, it's 100. I keep thinking anything wallet locked is a full wallet. Not the case.
Mostly not the case.
All right, so Michi is going to save the witch, and then do ice. Then get ice arrows from boat archery. Oh, what a seed. So much for the seed writing itself out with all these hints. 10 bomb shoes. Nice.
Yep, we did have a Cremia seed today with them fire arrows and boat archery having those ice arrows.
And we're pretty sure we have a mirror shield on Pamela right now. Because...
And if it's not on Pamela, it's pretty confirmed to be on Ocean Title Deed Turn-In, which we found that in Woodfall Temple.
Behind Deku Mask, and... where do we even start with why this is an issue?
Bean. Just yell Bean and run away.
Yeah, let's start there. Bean. Has to be sometime before the end of day 2. Just because the only other Bean is on day 3, behind Letter to Cafe. And Deku Mask is on Smithy 2, the gold dust bottle of which is Bean locked in Coast Ledge.
And for everybody that understands logic, they probably understand with all that information. So we won't elaborate further. I don't. You can elaborate further. I won't be doing it.
No, that's about as good as I can go for now until we're close to interviews. I cannot wait for this interview. I know I say that all the time, but there's always just the one thing that excites me for an interview, and this is going to be it. We've had a boat archery required early in the qualifiers, if I recall correctly. I think it was for fire arrows, no less.
Yeah, that sounds right. We definitely had at least one.
Still no sign of that Bean.
Oh, yeah. I forget that you do have to heal the Red Witch to do boat archery. That's why we were there earlier.
Where were light arrows? They were very early in Snowhead Temple, map chest, I think. But yep, we're about to get a moment of truth here. Is Mirror Shield on Pamela?
Let's see it.
Alright, we're also going to see Bank 2 from Andrea. Which I don't think this can be anything too crazy at this point.
We even know it can't be with the Bean. Because our adult wallet was in Woodfall Temple Deku locked.
The wallet was in Snowhead Temple.
God, why did they have to happen at the same time?
I know.
Oh no. The land deed. Oh yeah, that is
that's day 3 locked,
similar
unfortunately.
reasoning.
All right,
as the
moment
Letter to Cafe.
of truth. Is Pamela Mirror Shield? Kind of, yes.
Why are we not done? Why do we have to run potentially seahorses?
Beautiful. Perfection, as the GIF would say.
Father, why have you strapped a camera to your face? I don't know.
So I can record every moment with us, my daughter.
The man just has a GoPro strapped to his face for his entire life.
All right. I mean, oh, come
Thank
on!
goodness. We're free.
Huh? Oh, the Picto box leads to the bean. Wait.
Does the Picto box lead to the
Wait,
bean?
wait.
Oh, God.
Visible confusion. What? What has happened here?
True, Picto probably can't lead to the
Yeah,
bean, can
no,
it?
it can't now. No.
Let's just chill it in Great Bay Temple.
It's gotta be Great Bay Temple or stage lights or something.
Goron race.
Congrats to the seed for being hated by Restream. Yes. Yes. Just when we thought a Pamela seed was happening.
Oh, bean in shrine. Okay.
Yeah. Lights are not locked by Deku.
Listen, if Fox says something is true, I'm just reading it. Like, I don't have the brain space to think about it.
I'm running out of brain space to figure this out.
I'm so gone.
Ooh, Andrea's getting a bad pattern here with these skulls. I do think, though, that this is basically gonna give Michi the race. Because right now, Andrea's definitely not thinking about that gold dust. On top of that, they're also behind the Woodfall Temple Clear and Ice Arrows. That being said, they're heading in the right direction.
Michi's actually going to do a seahorse push, though. I like this.
Ooh. Yeah,
It's not
that's
going
right.
to mean anything, but we're going to see it.
That's right. Michi does not know that light arrows are on in Snowhead Temple, and hasn't finished eggs for that matter, so can't even go into Snowhead Temple.
Can't even check it. Just got to do a thorough push of eggs. And this is how you do it thorough.
That mirror shield is an insult to the viewers. I thought for sure that this was a Pamela seed. I mean, it's hilarious nonetheless, but even still, I'm actually mildly insulted by that.
You know what? I'm going to say Pictobox on Pamela is satiating enough for me.
That's fair.
I'm salivating, okay?
All right, well, Andrea did pick up the gold dust, so maybe not. Maybe Andrea's gonna turn the get back on track here. Oh, it's looking pretty good.
Maybe this does get to be a pretty tight race yet.
Because yeah, as soon as Andrea figures this out, and if Andrea skips the monkey and goes straight for Woodfall Temple, that is actually gonna save them time.
I can't imagine skipping monkey.
I doubt it. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna take it that far.
Well, I think it depends on if Andrea catches the Canyon Wath first. Well, actually, no. The whole Ice Arrow kerfuffle. But at that point, they know where it is.
I could absolutely see. They have the means to check both of them, right? Even if they don't have the logical means.
I
I don't remember what was where. I don't know whether they
Andrea
have the
would
Ocean
not-
Deed or not.
Andrea has to go to Woodfall Temple to get Ocean Deed, which I'm pretty sure that's their first stop.
Okay.
I guarantee that's their first stop after this Deku Mask. To see if this, to just to get the ice arrows all set and done.
So they're not gonna know in advance of having ice arrows, but they're still gonna know pretty fast. And Michi is probably gonna hang themselves up on seahorses.
It's definitely going to give Andrea a few minutes here. Because I think Michi still has to make a second pass to Pinnacle Rock for the last egg anyway.
They possibly have more than... Well, they can't possibly have more than one pass.
No, because the first pass, Michi definitely did not have the third bottle. Because he did it before eggs. Before aliens.
Yeah, the deed was found in Woodfall Temple, and you trade in the deed and you get your mirror shield. And Pamela doesn't matter.
Nope. Yeah. It is double elimination, to clarify with chat, so whoever does lose is not knocked out of the tournament yet, since this is still upper brackets.
Do we know their opponent?
I will check right now.
Okay. Who is winning? We really don't know. But we'll probably have a clearer idea in the next 10-20 minutes. Right now we have Michi needing to clear up their eggs to catch up on one side, and Andrea just got their Deku Mask and is going to be able to get their ice arrows and their oath and their mirror shield from that.
All right, so I have the brackets here. Whoever wins this race will go on to face Boo in upper brackets round 2, and whoever loses will face Chastifer in lower brackets round 1. Okay, so Andrea has picked up Storms, is going for Woodfall Temple. So yeah, they're going to get Ocean Deed and Ice Arrows. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I can't call this one. Nice circus leader's mask. Where was that when we needed it 20 minutes ago?
And Michi has been a fan of scheduling in breaks to their run, so they would have really liked that for Cremia.
Actually, yeah,
I would say closer to an hour ago.
It just feels like, because so much happened in the last 20 minutes or so, and before that Fire Arrows was basically the last major item, I kind of just filtered out the half hour in between.
I think I just blacked out. I don't want to remember any of this.
Unfortunately, Michi is also getting thrown into Ocean Spider House too, and it's just not heading towards Snowhead Temple, or not finishing eggs.
Yep, Michi's main goal right now is to get their eggs, get their Goron Lullaby, and get that light arrow.
I wouldn't call this a bad play, because Michi's just being thorough and making sure to cover all bases, because, you know, at this point, in Michi's case, he knows it's a light arrow casino. So, and light arrows can be virtually anywhere. Yeah, light arrows can be virtually anywhere. That isn't, you know, Foolish Stone Tower Temple, so... Oh, looks like Andrea's checking Pamela first. Oh. I am very intrigued by this play. Oh, this could spell Andrea's doom if they end up committing to this fully.
It'd be weird to commit to it fully, though. So, like, they have the deed. They're not going to skip it. Or do they not have the deed?
Andrea never set foot in Woodfall Temple yet.
We haven't got in there at all. Oh, God, okay.
Yeah, that's
Never
why
mind.
That's why this is a little bit concerning. Hopefully, Andrea just decides to hope it's not Picto and go into Woodfall Temple. If you're rooting for Andrea, that's what you want to see, but...
Anything Deku locked, and therefore Ice Arrow locked, cannot be our other bean.
Yeah, like, I'm, like, legit curious, and I think Ricky will help us out here later finding out. We're gonna find out where this other bean is. Alright, let's see where Andrea goes. Hopefully Woodfall Temple. Okay. Andrea's gonna check the Tingle photo. Hopefully only the Tingle photo and not seahorses. This won't be a huge time sink, but it's definitely killing daylight. The last thing you want this to be right now is, What is the last thing you want this to be right now? Actually, we're out of fetch quest masks. All Nights. The last thing you want this to be is All Nights.
Yeah. Tasty. Do we want to run a bet for the bean?
I don't think that's gonna work out because once our runners are probably gonna be in no mode before entering GBT, or go mode rather, before entering GBT.
Right, but we're going to get spoiler log because Ricky is here.
That's fair. You know what? Sure, why not?
Which, this may be the funniest bet we've ever done.
Yeah, this is one of the most unorthodox ones for sure. Alright, so yeah, what is Andrea doing right now? There's nobody there. Andrea is... What are they doing? Did they hit the Woodfall Owl statue? Or did they bust out of Palace as soon as they got storms? Oh, they didn't check Bean Daddy? They must have gone straight for the song. Yeah, that was a very unfavorable patrol pattern, unfortunately, for Andrea.
We saw, I guess we saw Stone Bass, but nobody ever picked it up.
Stone Mask was in Biobaba Grotto.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody picked it up.
Yes, chat, Somewhere Stupid would be a guaranteed win at this point.
It sure would.
I think on first pass, no runner had, or Michi at least didn't have Zora Mask.
Yeah.
I think Andrea did. Alright, let's see what happens here. Andrea's gonna soar. To Woodfall. Okay, this is gonna put them on track. Hopefully they just get the Ocean Deed here and turn it in, and then that'll be all she wrote. But Michi is also about to get Lullaby. So this may be too little too late. for Andrea.
I don't know. It kind of comes down to which dungeon Michi decides to do.
That's true, because Michi could
They're
do...
all there.
I think Michi would prefer to do Snowhead Temple. I would think Michi would rather have the full dungeon clear rather than gamble Lightser and Stone Tower Temple, uninverted Stone Tower Temple, which is foolish anyway, so...
Yeah, we do have foolish Stone Tower Temple, so that's not on the table.
Michi is going to Cape. Oh, Michi's doing GBT first.
We have a race.
Or going for supplies.
Or just stage lights.
Maybe stage lights, yeah. Hey, maybe this is where the bean is.
Oh god. Lights are sitting at the bottom of Snowhead Temple. Yeah, where's our bean, Gamba? I think Ricky ran away.
I would have.
Or doesn't like our plan.
I would have run away in this scenario.
Understandable.
If it were me, I wouldn't want to face. I wouldn't want to face these runners after this nonsense. Michi's now going to Canyon. Oh, to check the song to get Oath.
Maybe do a well run. I don't know if they have Gibdo or not. I guess they don't.
No, they don't. Gibdo was in... Good grief, where was Gibdo? I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but we found it somewhere. Maybe it was Snowhead Temple.
Yes, it was.
Just a peek of the ledge.
Michi, you have to get Oath. Why not just get it while you're here? Oh, no light arrows. Who wants to do Keg Castle right now? Never mind. Fair play. Fair play. That is absolutely fair. I would not want to do Keg Castle if I can avoid it.
Yeah, most people don't, and they shouldn't. It really do be a race.
Yeah, Yeah, strap yourselves in, folks. If you haven't already finished your snacks, grab some more. Here we go.
It really is going to even out after both of these dungeons complete out.
Yeah, because Michi, once he picks up lights, is going to go mow the rest of the temples. I mean, so is Andrea once they find Mirror Shield.
The question of who finds what first, and Michi also will have to do boat archery, which will flatten this out a little bit more.
Well, another thing is, Michi is low on time. Because it's now night 3, and it's about to hit final hours. So,
yeah,
I don't think it's possible to even go mode 2 dungeons. I don't think there's enough time. And if it is, Michi's got to basically go all guns blazing here.
Yeah, not from 11. You're going to make it exciting, but you're not going to make it. But if Michi goes for it, they have my respect. They already had it, but they have more of it.
Alright, I think this is Michi running into light arrows right now, so... Oh no, this isn't the map chest room. I get my dungeons mixed up a lot. Also, of note, I don't think Andrea picked up the title deed.
I think I saw it
Oh,
get
oh,
picked
never
up.
mind. I just didn't notice it on their tracker. Also, FD Oldawa. Reminder,
Oh, yeah, we
bosses
have
don't.
that, by the way.
Reminder, bosses don't exist when you have FD. Well, most of them at least.
Yeah, lights are sitting pretty at the bottom of Snowhead Temple, which
Oh, that's right. They were on the
is
bottom,
kind of
not the
late
map
in your
chest.
routing.
Yeah, not the bottom, on the map chest. My bad. I had the map chest stuck in my head for some reason, probably because it had something.
Does that end up being the last check you do? Pretty close to it.
Okay, so Andrea's going to go straight for lights. Or not lights, for ice. Now, this is basically going to decide the race here, I think. If Andrea does seahorses or turns in the ocean title deed.
We could have
It looks
synchronous
like
elemental arrows.
It looks like turning in the ocean title deed.
Nope. I guess that makes sense. No, I just mean no to my idea of the synchronous elemental arrows.
Oh. It's gonna be synchronous go mode for sure.
Yep. Yep, it really is. Which is more important.
Folks, strap yourselves in. We have a race at 2:24:50. Both runners are in go mode.
It is going to be an execution race between Great Bay Temple and Stone Tower Temple.
Indeed. Andrea does still have to do boat archery, but at least that's pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah, that's probably going to work out to roughly the time it takes for Michi to clear out Snowhead Temple. But that's not the order it's going to happen in, so who knows?
So yeah, we've got a race of execution, folks. Who can finish first?
One might argue that that's what this entire race has been, but
And that's fair. But yeah, also keep an eye on Michi's clock here, because he's still got to clear 2 full dungeons. Now, granted, and also climb Stone Tower Temple and get Oath. So, we are going to see how this plays out.
There's no way they do that on this cycle. They're good. But it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not possible.
Yeah. Both runners are thankfully pretty safe with FD, extended magic, and double defense, so bosses are thankfully not going to be an issue. Whoops! Ooh.
Oh.
Do your comp feeds go down too?
Pretty well.
Alright, looks like everything's still fine on the Twitch stream, though.
The stream's fine. We can't see shit.
Well, that being said, Michi is going to grab the boss key.
There we go. I think given how this seed has been, nobody's going to be looking at their clock like, why hasn't my opponent finished? Like, you're both go mode. You both understand what went into this scene. Probably in the back of your mind, like, there's certain things that you did that you probably shouldn't have, that you think you shouldn't have, but like, it was reasonable to skip or to be doing extra.
So, Dodo, this seed had a giant, both runners kind of, I wouldn't say last location in their progression, but it was basically a casino for their last item. Michi was looking for lights, which was in Snowhead Temple, and incoming. Okay, that's an interesting time warp.
What?
No, Michi time warped too. Everybody time warped here.
I mean, not for me.
All right, so that is Gomez down for Andrea. If I'm desync chat, please say something.
No, that's about right.
Okay. Okay, Michi almost got charged again, but still managed to take down Goat.
I was just able to get away safe with a single refresh. You seem to be having some other.
No, I only did one
Yes.
refresh, but I just had I had a time warp afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what Michi's doing here. Michi is probably going to get Oath and then reset. Although it doesn't really make sense to get... maybe get Oath and do Stone Tower Temple, but yeah, you're definitely not getting all three done in time.
Andrea is going to have a boss lead for a little bit, but then they'll have to do boat archery and it'll flatten out real quick.
Yeah, because they need to go... I think they need to go re-rescue the witch. Just like Michi did too.
Yeah.
Because that is going to take like 2 minutes, unless, you know, a random red potion comes up. Yeah, I think I agree with Regal Bash. There's going to be it's going to be Stone Tower Temple, Egos, reset. Because you can Song of Time out of Egos. You can't soar out of Egos.
True, yeah. It is an oddly nice thing to route, to just be like, Egos, bye. At least with the only dungeon being Great Bay Temple, you have a really convenient consumable refill at the start of cycle.
Indeed. And that is what Michi did before going to turn in before going to do stage lights.
Door Cape is just really convenient. It really is.
Indeed. Cape, back of Marine Research Lab. You have your options.
Yeah, Marine Research Lab is a bit annoying, but it's still good.
It does give you a spare ferry too, but ferry's definitely not required, or not desirable, I should say, in this scenario.
Yeah, they both have double defense. We won't need it.
Andrea got some great snipes on that Ice Twin mold there.
Love to see some good archery. Yeah, Andrea is absolutely fine to finish.
Yeah, Yeah, now whoever wins does have quite the matchup on their hands. They're going to be facing Boo in the next round of upper brackets, and Boo is seeded 7th. So definitely a very worthy adversary.
Michi might go for it, though. 3 hours is enough for Great Bay Temple. That's going to be where he's looking at.
He's missing his light arrow shots.
Yeah, it's the little things at this point that are going to make them not be able to make this.
All right, that's Twin Mold down for Andrea. Now it's just a matter of getting boat archery and then zip into GBT. This is going to be close. Oh, yeah, that's right. Andrea has to go get Oath, too. Okay, so both runners have to go get Oath. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I think under 2... It's going to be, like, close to 2 hours by the time Michi does get to GBT. And also, again, still has to do Egos. I don't think there's enough time.
Yeah, there isn't. I want there to be, but there isn't.
Yeah, now granted, MMR has let in just... MMR Restream history in general has seen some incredible close Song of Times. We've also seen some runners Song of Time at the last frame just to mess with us.
Yep.
That was a very good... That was a very good Econ of Soldiers.
That's right, Faye, as we're looking at you.
Oh, wow, the double shots. Well done, Andrea. That was incredible.
That was a very nice Egos.
See, Andrea's probably going to grab a red potion from the witch. That's probably the most convenient spot to do it. There's not a money issue. Oh, clearly not a money issue.
This is very much personal routing for me. But if I'm coming from Icana Canyon, I'm swimming to the witch.
Oh, yeah.
It is my favorite thing to show off, the fact that the canyon river drops right off into the witch's area.
Oh, and Andrea missed the route. I was going to say, Andrea's got this day 3. Yeah, Andrea's got this day 3 woods almost down pat here.
Until they didn't. Oh yeah, final night, so you can't even go trading posts.
No.
You're already gone. They have
they have the red potion.
Anyways.
That's right. They picked up a red earlier in the cycle. Wow,
they planned, and we didn't watch.
No, we didn't. That is a huge break.
On restream, like Andrea is just like, yeah, I planned this. This is not a problem.
I know for a fact we saw a red potion refill in a temple. I think it might have been in Snowhead Temple.
It might have worked out that way, yeah.
But yeah, that is a big break. I think that's gonna... Oh, I can't call this yet. No, we still gotta wait on ice arrows.
No, No, it's going to be pretty in sync. Great Bay Temple.
Although
With Michi having a bit of a lead.
Well, Michi's still got to go get Oath.
Yeah.
And then reset.
I would say Oath reset is about equivalent to boat archery.
Oh, good thing. Actually, no, I think boat archery is going to be faster because we can skip this now once we hit 20.
I guess. We'll see how fast Andrea is.
Well, not having too much
I guess
trouble
he
so
goes
far.
pretty long.
The thing is, the reset is still going to kill a lot of time for Michi because he's going to have to burn at least 30 seconds double timing.
Yeah, that's true.
So, this is still super close, but I think Andrea's up by just a tiny bit here.
We could actually see Michi kill Georg before Andrea and still be behind.
Based on time of day, yeah.
Yep.
So, yep, that's ice for Andrea, and that's going to be their immediate sword to GBT. I am at the edge of my seat, chat. I hope the rest of you are.
Oh yeah, Goat Fight did go a little sour, didn't it? And the missing the shots on the Igor. All these little things adding up. It's still gonna work out to be pretty close.
And yep,
Yep,
there's
we
the
are
song.
seeing the Song of Time. Yep, there it is.
Exactly as predicted.
It'll probably be the make or break minute too, Fox.
Yeah, I think it also depends on water wheel execution, because that can be so inconsistent here in GBT.
Oh, and we're not going to see Andrea going for it even. Ooh, we're not even going to do double times. We're actually going grandma. Love to see it.
Is this faster?
Yep.
Fair enough, I guess.
I mean, the speedrunner does it for first cycle or 0th cycle, so it's got to be faster, right?
Actually, that's a very good point. I would wager that double timing into Night 3 though is faster than going to the Scarecrow. Oh yeah, it's way faster than going to the Scarecrow.
I mean,
now is a very bad
we're
time
not going to go to Scarecrow.
Now is a very bad time for Michi to have an emulator hiccup.
And boy, did he ever. Like, I saw the raised eyebrow on his face. That wasn't his stream freezing.
Now, Michi's had a handful of minor hiccups over the course of today. Nothing extreme besides that one, but...
Yeah, it probably, in the grand scheme of things, isn't faster because, like, comparing against a strat that is done on 0th cycle does not apply to the case where you have a lot more options to be able to play double time in a dungeon, which skips a whole 10 seconds every time you do it, or something like that. This is extremely close, Alkaline Ace. Oh, neither of us are doing the Goron water wheel skip. Interesting. Wait, Michi hasn't done any double time.
Yeah, Michi's still on day 3. I'm very surprised at this. This is definitely burning time here. Andrea might Andrea's almost done with the
Ooh.
dungeon. They might actually have to uninvert here. Or at least in front of...
Uninverted pages. Ages ago should have uninverted.
Yeah, like, best time would be right after picking up the boss key.
But I guess when you're not doing the Goron water wheel route, this is still fine. Like, you don't want to uninvert so early that you have to reinvert by the time you get around to killing Georg.
Well, at this point, you're at
that time range.
At this point, you're so far in the dungeon. I think if you uninvert basically any time now, you're okay. Okay, and
depends
Michi...
how bad Georg goes.
Alright, Michi has double time to night 3, so... Georg's not going to be an issue. 7 hearts, double defense, FD, extended magic, all the tools you ever need.
We're definitely not seeing the fastest route of Great Bay Temple, though.
Alright, well, welcome the folks coming in from Zelda Speedruns. You are joining us in the middle of a phenomenal finish here to a race in the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 3 tournament. We have got a very, very tight race between Andrea and the Michi. It is literally down to who completes GBT and kills Majora faster. We have had an incredible seed full of all sorts of bait, interesting hints, and a really weird bean of the hero.
Really weird being that we don't know the location of, and we're not going to find out until we read that spoiler log. If Andrea wins, it's kind of what we expect at this point, because Michi entered Great Bay Temple quite a bit later. However, in terms of the seeding, it is an upset. We have Andrea with the 23 seed, and
we have Andrea with a... What just happened? Andrea voided out on the turn key.
Yeah. Oh, was it at the top? Yeah, they get crushed if they're still Zora. That's why you either see people jumping off the side as Zora or turning human and going up to the top.
Yeah, there's the human switch. I thought that was actually going to be a way more severe void out.
Not really, no. You're pretty much right back there. If you wrote it right.
Yeah, Michi also still might have to wait a hot second before final hours too. Yeah, and this Majora should be pretty consistent for both runners because again, plenty of hearts, double defense, extended magic, FD before bosses. Andrea might not even need to uninvert at the rate this is going. This is going to be a very close.
Yeah, honestly.
That choo-choo right there.
I love that little bit of messing with reality with the time stop of the seesaw. It never happens anymore because I don't use fire arrows in Great Bay Temple, but it is one of my favorite things to debate the chew. I think at this point it's, well, yeah, it's still worth uninverting. Unless you know that your Georg fight is going to take a long time. Which maybe with Andrea it will. I don't know their Georg skill.
Yeah, Andrea might be waiting a couple minutes if they do not uninvert at some point before this boss fight. But it looks like they're not uninverting.
It's going to even out at Georg. They're both going to finish Georg with barely having to wait, if at all. I don't think at this point Andrea plans to uninvert.
And look, I think if Andrea is going to uninvert, it's going to be right after getting out of the temple. They're going to realize, wait a minute, it's too early, and then hit it. And that's your down.
Gotta come down to Majora execution, but it's absolutely Andrea's race to lose.
Nice bottle. Where was that bottle when we needed it 2 hours ago? Or, wait a minute. We didn't need that bottle 2 hours ago. Oh, yeah, we did. Healing was Lullaby. Or, Lullaby was eggs.
Yeah. I've never seen the Bombchu hit somebody all the way over there before.
Ouch. And I think with that, that Bombchu might have actually just given Andrea the...
It could have. It really could have.
Because, yep, they've uninverted right before warping. I wouldn't recommend hook-shotting stuff. That stops the clock.
Yeah, don't do that.
You could probably get away without the choose, though.
That will also stop the clock.
And just like that, our runners' in-game times were virtually simultaneous there. I think Andrea had to just double-check that they had Oath to Order. That would have been really awkward.
That would have been. And now at this point in the race, you are sweating bullets looking at that clock.
Absolutely.
Like, where's my opponent?
Plays Oath. Record scratch. Yeah, that happened. You might be wondering how I've entered this scenario.
It's hard to imagine the remains trolling Andrea so hard that they lose. It's not completely impossible, but it's pretty decided.
All right, Michi is done with Georg. This is so close. This is going to be like less than 2 minutes.
And yeah, there was a issue with execution of the goat fight on Michi's end, and that could also be one way you could calculate a difference of a win or loss.
All right, it's down to Wrath. Andrea looking real good for this.
Michi's gonna enter Majora's Mask fight, and that'll be the GG.
Exact. One fight ends, another begins, as I say. Wow, after a phenomenal nail-biting 30 minutes or so, that is going to do it. Andrea wins the race and defeats Majora with an official race time GG time of 2:51.47.
GG.
Unbelievable endgame play for both of our runners. And folks, there is plenty more of this to come, because again, we are still only in round 1 of the brackets. And on top of that, we have another match coming up in, I think, just an hour.
Yep. back in pixel shape on ZSR2, I believe, if that has not changed.
I think so. Alright, once Michi finishes up, Ricky is also going to provide us the location of our bean that has been hounding this logic for the better part of 2 hours. Alright, mild miscooperation there from Major there, but Michi should still have a pretty smooth incarnation regardless. There we go. What a way for this to wind down.
Do we know if this has been the closest race so far of brackets?
I don't know if it's the closest race of brackets, but it's definitely the closest I've seen.
Definitely for me, the closest I've seen.
And that will do it.
There it
Michi
is.
finishes. And that is going to be an official race time GG time of 2:53.59, so just over 2 minutes past Andrea. And we are now joined by Michi. GG to you.
Hello, thank you.
Wow, what a finish.
So, Bean, where was it?
We're about to find out.
We're getting the spoiler log released.
Okay. Okay, so here we go. So, according to the spoiler log, there were 2 beans in the pool. One of them does not have any stars next to it. That was in Great Bay Green Valve. But the
Great
one
Bay
that...
Temple.
Yeah.
That's the one. Great Bay
Well,
Temple.
no, there's
Yeah.
another one that actually has 2 stars next to it. I don't know if that matters, per se.
Shouldn't.
And that was Curiosity Shop Man number 2.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one
I
we've
got
seen.
that one. I got
Okay.
that one.
But we're so
Okay, so-
confused by that because that's a day 3 locked bean. And that's a day 3 locked bean. But you have to turn in the gold dust before then. So we might have just discovered a logic bug here if that's the case.
The race is invalid. It's not true.
Amazing.
Fascinating. So the other bean was in Great Bay Temple.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's been accessible. Wait, what part in Great Bay Temple was it again?
Green Valve?
Green Valve? That's ice arrow locked.
Which you
So-
need Deku for.
Huh.
Yeah, we've discovered a logic bug here, folks.
Amazing. I was looking was like, where did I get that bean from? Yeah, I got it from Ledge, but still, that was weird. No,
Is
Ledge,
this-
you know, leather ledge and stuff.
But yeah,
Yeah.
again, we got to talk about those last 30 minutes because that was so close, especially when you both almost met up going into Great Bay Temple. Like, once we figured it out, and by the way, shoutouts to Pamela almost baiting literally everybody.
I was scared when I saw that picture box, I'm not gonna lie.
I was actually almost a little angry when it was discovered when Mirror was on Ocean Title Deed.
Yeah.
But so you both, just to clarify, you both got the gold dust with that, or out of logic and all that good stuff. So despite what we did discover today, it didn't end up being too much of a big deal for the both of you. I think the big break for Andrea is that they did Snowhead Temple first before going to check, before going to get Deku Mask. They had to cycle reset to get the gold dust again. So they lost a little time getting the gold dust, but in that time beforehand got light arrows out of Snowhead Temple, and therefore didn't end up doing seahorses and other things.
Yeah, I want to say the biggest problem that happened was just the goat fight, because that fight resulted in me not being able to do Great Bay in the same cycle.
Yeah,
It was close. I was debating on it, but I wanted to play it safe because it was way too close for it.
It was insanely close. Shoutouts to Magic being all the way in Pinnacle Rock.
That was super funny.
Yeah, both of you chose to do the letter to cafe checks actually before Cremia.
Yeah, I thought, why not?
So you both were, both of you had actually pretty similar early games. Milk Road being foolish and all kind of did lead you to get kind of bottlenecked into Graveyard eventually. That was actually something else that Andrea had a hiccup in, is that they took a KO to the day 1 Grave Iron Knuckle, didn't pick up Zormass beforehand, and then bailed. But then soon after got Goron, but that led them to get Hookshot first. And therefore Goron Mask and a few other offensive upgrades, and later down the road that incentivized them to go back to Graveyard.
That makes sense, yeah. It was just a really weird suit overall.
Oh yeah, it was incredibly weird. Although we thought honestly the seed was going to be more spelt out with the way the hints were, given that fire and ice were immediately hinted.
Yeah, I thought the same, and then you had like 3 items missing and like 1 hint left, like 1 WAF hint left.
Yeah, it didn't help
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't help that the Goron Village WAF got burnt by Sonata.
Yeah, I was like, okay, hopefully it's not Sonata, but yeah.
Yeah, the WAF for Village got burnt by Sonata. The West Clocktown WAF was burnt by Captain's Hat. So, yeah, by that point it was just down to Canyon.
Yeah.
Pretty good Foolishes today, though, knocking out Stone Tower Temple and Pirate's Fortress Interior.
And the interior hint was actually very helpful because I had 3 bottles like the moment I entered Pirate's Fortress. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take 1 egg, do the entire, gold dust thing, and go back with 3 bottles, since I don't have to do any checks in there anyway.
Yeah. Also, shoutouts to another bottle being on Georg when we really didn't need any more. But yeah, also a pretty rare Cremia seed, because we haven't had too many of those in Season 3, but Cremia having Fire Arrows was definitely a nice change of pace.
I had no idea how to route that in, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
One thing in the chat saying was, while both runners were routing it in with Letter to Cafe, so the thing to do would have been Cremia into the Letter to Cafe, because Cafe will still be there at 9. And you get out of Cremia at 8 at the latest.
Oh, that makes sense. I just did some other things then.
Yeah, I mean, again, this was just an insanely close match.
I just did way too many like out of the way stuff, like I don't know, beavers, seahorses.
Yeah, beavers and seahorses, and then it's
Ocean
just unfortunate.
Spider House and all that.
Well, Andrea did that too, so you didn't end up losing that much time on that front.
Okay.
But yeah, Andrea did skip beavers and seahorses, so that definitely gave them a couple extra minutes.
I'd say both of you were very safe runners today.
You know me, I always play it safe.
Indeed.
Yep.
It's just a curse of it.
Alright, are we good to wrap up?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't have any further questions.
So.
Alright, so with that, I want to thank Andrea and the Michi for the awesome race. Thank you both so much for letting us restream you. Thank you to Epic Yoshi and Captain MD13 for the commentary, and thank you to Brigo Bash and Fox for the tracking. Coming up on ZSR2 in about 50 minutes, we have another Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Tournament match between Spec and Pixel Shake 92. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern over on the ZSR2 channel. And then at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, we have a Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament match between Ghost Dunk and Home Record that's going to be on the main channel. And yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight. Right here anyway, on this race. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you had a great time. And we'll see you on later tonight. Bye!